Welcome to Eternal Manna, the daily devotional broadcast of Grace Gospel Church. Psalm 77, and today we want to look at verse 3. I remembered you, O God, and I groaned, I mused, and my spirit grew faint. Now, there is a word there I would like you to underline, and that's the word remembered. We are going to come across this word at least 4 times in this psalm. I remembered you, O God. The thoughts of God should dominate our thinking. We should remember the Lord. And who is this God that we are remembering? He is the God of infinite power, love, grace, mercy, which once these attributes at one time were so very comforting, but now the thoughts of God trouble Asaph. It almost seems like as if though God has become his enemy. And Asaph has been in this frame of mind for weeks. He became very sad, so overwhelmed that he could not find words in which to utter his thoughts. I mused, I groaned, and my spirit grew faint. That's another way of saying I kept complaining, thinking, and I grew very faint. I'm very tired. I'm drained emotionally. Life seems to have become an intolerable burden. Again, we see the raw honesty of the psalmist. This is not super spiritual language, like what we hear from so many preachers today. You can see how vulnerable the psalmist has become. And we can identify with this because we feel exactly the same way that the psalmist felt. We remember God. We remember who he is. We remember his attributes. We remember his activities. And instead of receiving strength, of a faith being stronger, it almost seems that it seems to have the opposite effect. The more I think, the more I groan. The more I think, my spirit is fainting within me. Asaph had come to a point where he felt he just couldn't take another step forward. The terrible events of what has happened to his beloved country kept haunting him. He is desperately looking for answers. He wants a word from the Lord for himself and something that he could use to comfort the survivors, the people. Remember, Asaph was a worship leader, and he is looking for some truth that he could use to lead the people in worship in this very terrible time. And the word is not coming through for him. And again, I want to encourage you, when you are at an all-time low, you have hit rock bottom. It almost seems you're on the verge of giving up on faith altogether. Don't give up. Keep thinking about the Lord. I remembered the Lord. And there is some light that is going to break through sooner than you expect. It just could be one attribute of God. And for me personally, one attribute of God that has comforted me incredibly, especially over the last 5 years, has been the mercy of God. I love to talk about the mercy of God. Why? Because I have experienced it over and over again in my life over the past 5 years in particular. But there were days when everything seemed so dark. no light was coming through. But as I kept thinking about the Lord, as I kept meditating on the scriptures and the hymns, the Lord came through. The light broke through the darkness. I emerged out of that dark tunnel, and I was able to move forward with confidence and assurance that the Lord is there for me. So I want to encourage you to do that today. Keep thinking about the Lord. Keep reading the scriptures. Go through the hymn book. Go through a devotional book, and the light will break through. Amen.